This year is Canada's 150th, and our friends at the Calgary Zoo are celebrating Canadian animals. We're here at the zoo today to find out more about our country's most amazing and iconic native species. Well, the bison, the largest terrestrial animal in North America. What can you tell us about the bison? I know you got a lot to say.
Yeah, these are pretty exciting. Okay, so yeah, huge animal. Part of the really dramatic story of them, obviously, is that the European settlers wiped them right out. So we were looking at possibly 50 million or more on the plains, and then an even larger population that was in the more boreal area, so northern forests. Yeah, both of them, serious overhunting that happened. And again, this is back before we had good conservation ethics, but it's pretty impressive what humans can do when we're, not taking care of things. So the good news story here is that you can bring animals that were right at the brink of extinction, you can get them back. You have to watch the genetics, right? Because you're bottlenecking down, there's not only a few individuals left, but it was actually a bunch of zoos and also some ranchers. So throughout the States and Canada, these tiny little herds, and because they did this really aggressive and strategic breeding, which is actually what a lot of that we base our conservation breeding on, that kind of idea, that concept, they're back. Now, they're nowhere near their original numbers, but this year they introduced plains bison back into Banff National Park. That's 100 years without them. Incredibly important species, like what they do in terms of, we call it keystone, right? They are one of those species that it affects everything in the ecosystem, right? So really, really important that they're back, but also First Nations, extremely important culturally too, that we are reestablishing, and this is a sacred animal for many, many First Nations people. So it's another side of that story as well. Yeah.